Welcome Retail 101ers to another T.M.O.L episode hosted by Mark Lack from Retail 101 Online. What's a T.M.O.L? T-M-O-L, I hear you ask. Well, it's a 10-minute or less episode where I expand on a narrow element from a larger episode or cover something I have missed or something that a listener has asked a question about. After completing the book review, Drinking from the Fire Hose, Making Smarter Decisions Without Drowning in Information by Christopher Frank and Paul Magnone, Paul kindly sent me a message and also suggested I look at another book he has written called Decisions Over Decimals, Striking the Balance Between Intuition and Information. And it got me thinking. It got me thinking that one of the first decisions you need to make is to subscribe to this channel, so that you have all the information you need to be successful. The more people that like, subscribe, comment and ring that bell means that the channel can get its message out to more people. I had also put up a poll on the community tab for the channel asking my viewers which book I should review for July. Thanks to everyone that voted, by the way. The results are in, so now we have this book review, Decisions Over Decimals, Striking the Balance Between Intuition and Information. In today's fast-paced world, making informed decisions is crucial, yet there's always that element of intuition that we just can't ignore. Decisions Over Decimals tackles this very dilemma. The authors, seasoned experts in business strategy and analytics, provide a comprehensive guide on balancing data with gut feelings to make better decisions. I have, as always, broken down this review into three main parts. Firstly, understanding the role of data. Secondly, integrating intuition with information. And finally, implementing balanced decision making. And then I have also added a Help is on the Way segment at the end to show how we can use these lessons in a retail setting. So let's now step in to see how we balance intuition and information. Firstly, understanding the role of data. The first part of the book focuses on understanding the role of data in decision making. Data is everywhere, but how do we use it effectively? The authors start by discussing the data deluge, the overwhelming amount of information that is available to us today. They argue that whilst data is a valuable resource, it can also be paralysing if not used correctly. It's about finding the right data, not just more data. One of the book's key points is the concept of signal versus noise, and a reminder here that not all data is actually useful. The authors emphasise the importance of discerning valuable insights from irrelevant information. They also delve into the role of data scientists and analysts. These professionals are not just number crunchers, they are storytellers who interpret data to provide actionable insights. The book highlights the need for decision makers to collaborate closely with the data experts to understand the story behind the numbers. In summary, this first section sets the foundation by stressing the importance of a strategic approach to data. It's not just about collecting information, but about understanding what it means and how it can drive decisions. Secondly, integrating intuition with information. Intuition plays a critical role in decision making, especially in situations where data is scarce or ambiguous. The authors argue that intuition is not just a gut feeling, but a product of experience and expertise. They introduce the concept of intuitive expertise, where seasoned professionals develop a sense for making decisions based upon their accumulated knowledge and experience. As you can see, I do have a lot of experience behind me and have used intuition over data on a number of occasions over the years. It has been particularly useful in fast-paced environments where waiting for data analysis could mean missing out on opportunities. However, the authors warn against over-reliance on intuition. The key is to balance intuition with solid data. They propose a model where intuition and data inform each other. For instance, intuition can guide the initial hypotheses. As an example, this feels like a good location to place a store, which is then tested and refined using data, the feasibility and site study report. The book is rich with case studies demonstrating this balance. As an example, they discuss how companies like Netflix and Amazon use both data analytics and intuitive judgment to innovate and stay ahead of the competition. In essence, this section teaches us that intuition and data are not mutually exclusive, but complementary. Effective decision-making involves blending both elements to arrive at a well-rounded conclusion. Thirdly, implementing balanced decision-making. Let's now look at how they suggest implementing balanced decision-making. The third part of the book provides practical strategies for applying a balanced approach in real-world scenarios. The authors introduce frameworks and tools to help leaders integrate intuition and data in their decision-making process. Effective decision-making starts with framing the problem using the IWIK approach, I-W-I-K. I, identify the problem. W, what is the context? I, identify the key stakeholders. And K, know what success looks like. It's also a handy mnemonic. I wish I knew X. There is also the decision-making matrix, which helps evaluate when to rely more on data and when to trust intuition. This matrix considers factors like the urgency of the decision, the availability of data, and the level of uncertainty involved. The matrix is typically divided into 4 quadrants based on 2 axes. The first axis is availability and quality of data. This axis measures how much reliable data is available for the decision at hand. The second axis is the level of uncertainty and urgency. This axis evaluates the degree of uncertainty involved in the decision and how quickly a decision needs to be made. Explaining the quadrants would result in the following. If there was high data availability but low uncertainty urgency, these would be data-driven decisions. In this quadrant, decisions should be primarily data-driven. There is ample reliable data and the level of uncertainty is low. An example might be inventory management, where sales trends and stock levels provide clear guidance. If there was high data availability and high uncertainty urgency, this would be data informed with intuition. Here, whilst there is good data, the high uncertainty and urgency requires a mix of data analysis and intuition. An example could be responding to a sudden market shift, where quick decisions are needed, and while data guides, intuition fills the gap. For low data availability and low uncertainty urgency, this would likely be intuition informed by limited data. In scenarios with limited data but low urgency, intuition plays a significant role, guided by whatever data is available. An example might be long-term strategic planning, where historical data is limited but allows for more deliberate, experience-based decision-making. And for low data availability and high uncertainty urgency, this would lead towards intuitive decisions. When data is scarce and decisions need to be made quickly amid high uncertainty, intuition takes the lead. For example, during a crisis where immediate action is required and data is incomplete, relying on the experience and judgment of leaders is crucial. The authors also stress the importance of fostering a decision-friendly culture within organizations. This involves training employees to interpret data, encouraging open discussions about intuitive insights, and creating an environment where data and intuition are valued equally. Leadership plays a crucial role here. Effective leaders are those who can navigate the fine line between data and intuition, making decisions that are informed yet innovative. The book offers plentiful insights into how leaders can cultivate these skills within their teams. Help is on the way. Implementing the principles from Decisions Over Decimals in a retail environment involves striking a balance between data-driven decisions and intuitive insights. First, cultivate a culture that values both data and intuition. Train your team to understand and interpret data effectively, ensuring they can identify key metrics that impact sales, customer satisfaction, and inventory management. Encourage them to use this data to inform their decisions, but also to trust their instincts based on experience and the customer interactions. Next, implement the decision-making matrix introduced in the book. Use this tool to help employees determine when to rely on more data and when to trust their intuition. For example, use data for inventory management and analysing sales trends to predict future demand. Conversely, allow team members to use their intuition when dealing with unique customer service situations that require immediate judgment and empathy. You will also need to encourage collaboration between data analysts and frontline employees. Data analysts can provide valuable insights, but it's the team on the floor who have the day-to-day interactions with customers. By fostering open communication and holding regular meetings, both groups can share insights and develop strategies that are both data-informed and customer-centric. Finally, leadership must model this balanced approach. By making decisions transparently, showing how both data and intuition are considered, this will create an environment where data and intuition are not seen as competing forces, but as complementary tools for achieving retail success. In conclusion, Decisions Over Decimals is a valuable resource for anyone looking to enhance their decision-making skills. By striking a balance between intuition and information, we can make more informed, effective, and innovative decisions. If you're interested in learning more, I highly recommend picking up a copy of this book. I hope this has helped somewhat in understanding the key themes behind Decisions Over Decimals. If you can think of anything else, then you know how to find me. Send them to me on LinkedIn, X, or the retain101online.com website, and I can add them to the list. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell wherever you get your podcast fix, so you never miss out on the excitement of our next episode drop. Cheers to the retail revolution.